Archaeology gets a new content update with the Moonrise Dig Site, more avatar rework news, and a Jagex moderator that's worked on RuneScape for over 20 years is leaving. Firstly, we have some news on the avatar rework that went into the game last week. Currently, they're focusing on fixing critical bugs that you guys have been reporting. They're also fixing the last remaining items that didn't work with the new avatar, and they're currently considering modifications to the female avatar's body proportions based on evolving community feedback. Now, they haven't shown any new things yet, but this is what they're focusing on with the avatar at the moment, so more news on that later. On to Jagex moderator sneak peeks and discussions this week. There have been requests for additional wardrobe templates where you can create your own outfit and save them into wardrobe. Mod Anvil says Mod Ryan has fixed this and it's going to be coming into the game in the next few weeks, so soon you'll be able to have up to 8 outfits saved in your wardrobe. It has been announced that soon you'll need to have a Jagex account to play RuneScape. Many people still log in using their old username and password. This will no longer be possible later this year. You will have to use the launcher, log into a Jagex account, and then select the character you want to play as. They're doing this for security reasons because Jagex accounts have way more security features than the old account system does. Currently, the Jagex launcher doesn't work on Linux, but they are saying that before this goes live, they will add Linux support. So if you are a Linux user, don't worry, they will update this before the change happens. There's also been talk about the Flaming Sword override that can be found in the wardrobe. This is called the Flaming Sword Enhancement, and it adds fire to your weapons, essentially. This is generally what it's supposed to look like. It's currently in the visual effects area of the wardrobe. However, at one point they fixed auras, like the visual part of the aura, to work with all animations in-game. And when they did this, they broke the Flaming Sword visual effect. So it just doesn't work at the moment. And there's also not an easy fix to bring it back either because of the way it was made. As a side effect, it has the same problem as a lot of the auras that were removed from RuneScape a little while ago this year, where they would add a sort of glow to your swords and weapons as well. That didn't work eventually. The Flaming Sword also didn't fit all weapons specifically, so they say that it's a cool effect and they would like to bring it back, but at the moment there's a lot of limitations to how they could do it, so they haven't really solved the problem yet. But they have opened up the discussion of saying why it's not working at the moment. And final Jagex moderator comment, there have been some notices that updated hairstyles have been found in the legacy area of hairstyles, and this is because female avatars might have a legacy old looking style of spikes, for example, whereas males have a new version of spikes. Effectively, a lot of these that are found in legacy but are updated have a male and female version, and both of them need to be updated before they will be removed from legacy. So because one of them is still old, they're in legacy altogether. Eventually they will all be moved out of legacy when they have time to update them, so that'll be coming later this year, hopefully. So main update this week is uncovering the Moonrise Dig Site. I've jumped into it a bit, I've had a blast, it's a really nice area, has lots of cool story. I'll be doing a full guide on how to complete the dig site with full story as well, a day after this video goes up. To set the scene for you, this dig site resides on a cliff above Amberfell's forest. It's an ancient First Age temple dedicated to Gothics. Dive into the story of a fallen civilization, a forgotten faith, and the tragedy that left this once prosperous temple in ruins. Bring long-buried truths to the surface and begin to piece together the fate of Moonrise and the mystery surrounding its sacred guardian. To gain access for the dig site, you have to have completed the quest Secrets of Amberfell, and you need Archaeology level 52. The dig site then continues with spots ranging into the 80s, I believe. The Moonrise Dig Site can be found to the east of Wendelwick, north of Amberfell, over in this more brown area of Havenhythe. The site manager is Utu, this little puppy. It features a total of 6 new excavation hotspots with various different artifacts, and a new set of materials exclusive to this dig site, going from banded limestone, ivory, triskelion, cashmere, and burnt umber being exclusive to this place. There's also a banded limestone and burnt umber material cache, so you can focus in on those if you need more of them. There are a total of 5 mysteries at this dig site that you can complete, as well as 3 research spots that you can examine through your Archaeology Guild research location. I would recommend going out and searching for the research locations as soon as possible because they do take 20 to 40 minutes to complete in real time. You just activate them and wait, you don't have to do anything, so you can continue the dig site while you wait for these to complete, and they will give you artifacts for completing them as well. which are useful for your collections or the dig site. Speaking of collections, there are a total of 4 new collections for this. 2 Gothixian ones and 2 museum ones with Gothixian themes as well. Specifically from the Gothixian 1 collection, you will get the Guardian's Tier. You can combine this with the expensive spices from the quest Let Them Eat Pie in Taverley, and this will unlock the Hungry Like a Wolf relic power. This can be activated at the Monolith, at the Archaeology Guild, and the effect itself is kinda curious. It will increase all foods healing by 100, and also no longer drain any adrenaline when eating food. Now, I don't think this is going to become a meta pick or anything like that, but it might have some niche use cases. Maybe accounts with self-imposed restrictions may find a use with this. May also be good in the mid game, but I don't believe it'll be that strong in the late game unless new content comes out that makes it more relevant. Outside of that, the new Gothixian collections are good for Tetra Compass pieces. They will give you those. You can unlock a pet version of the dig site manager Utu, and there's also a new necromancy ritual ring you can create by combining a Fang of Kayazu, which is one of the artifacts, with a moonstone ring. And this will grant an additional 80% soul attraction and 20% chance to double disturbances when you're doing necromancy rituals. So I believe this is best in slot for necromancy rituals. You will want to use this ring when doing those. This is also going to be in the guide for the dig site, but I figured I'd throw that out there. So these are the material amounts you need to complete the dig site. You need 2 of every artifact, as well as 2 additional bowls. Not all happy news this week though. Mod Stu has been working at Jagex for over 20 years. He is leaving, and he's given us a farewell message here. I'll read this word for word because it is what he has written and wants to tell us before leaving. It says, "We very recently bid a fond farewell to Mod Stu. As such an iconic and long-standing member of the team, we felt it was only right to dedicate some space in today's blog to sharing Mod Stu's goodbye message." Mod Stu says, "Greetings, fellow players. After nearly 20 years developing content at Jagex and 14 contributing to RuneScape, the time has finally come to leave a team and community I cherish very much and move on to the next chapter in my life. A highlight has been our shift to open communication, engaging directly with you about our updates. Your feedback shapes our designs, and your passion has deepened my understanding of RuneScape's devoted community and diverse needs. Your deep conversations, shared stories, and even getting to meet some of you in person has made this job a personal experience and labor of love. Some of my favorite updates over the years have been getting to," and then there's a massive list here of stuff he's done. He has a huge page on the RuneScape wiki as well. You can see he's been a content developer since 2006. Got promoted to senior content developer in 2011, and then only just a little over a year ago, turned into a senior narrative designer. Now, updates weren't really credited by individual mods before 2011, 2012, but as of 2012, you can see all the things he's been a part of. And this list is massive, as you'd expect from someone who's been there so long. He continues by saying, "I could spend hours talking about every update I've worked on and what they've meant to me, and showering praise on my talented collaborators that made it possible. There are so many things I wish I could say and do and give to you because RuneScape is never done. So, with a whole lot of love and a measure of wistfulness, I hand the torch to my fellow designers and the weird and wonderful people at Jagex, whose talent and hard work and ambition and playfulness will keep bringing you more of the RuneScape you love. Quest complete, Mod Stu." Mod Stu has always been a shining light. His content's been fantastic. So much quality in stuff that he's been a part of, so it is a massive sadness to see him go. Wishing you all the best of luck on your next adventure, Mod Stu. So onto the patch notes for this week. There are a massive bunch of bug fixes for the player avatar rework. A lot of them are graphical fixes, as you'd expect. There's seams that have been fixed. Some outfits have been added to females, like the Legacy Mage, the Builder's outfit, and the Legacy Kebbit skin outfit. I believe all of these are base skin outfits that have been fixed now. The Gnome Child t-shirt that was stretching male models crazily on the week of release has been fixed as well, as you might expect. A bunch of gaps in different outfits has been fixed. A bunch of capes have been fixed. You know, just there's a lot, so I'm not going to list all of it, but yeah, they've been going through all of your bug reports, so thank you for sending those in. Dungeoneering Remaster has had some fixes as well this week. Fires in Dungeoneering no longer block you from walking on top of them. And I'm happy to say that the Nadir Saga for Fremennik Sagas has been fixed now. So you can now, again, talk to the merchant to complete the saga. it no longer stops you from finishing it. So that's great news, you can finally do that once again. The Secrets of Amberfell quest that was recently released also has some bug fixes this week. Some additional dialogue has been added to help guide the players who might get stuck in certain spots. Some extra checks have been added to the combat encounter to avoid people from missing things. The Amberfell bank is now locked, so you can no longer, I think, go into the back room of the bank. You're not supposed to steal the bank stuff, you know? So in Anna's gift, the Cape quest reward can now be keepsaked as well. And the Rowan in Amberfell has now been renamed to Farmer Rowan, so you actually know you can pickpocket him for the farmer loot that you would normally expect. There was also a bug preventing people from using Dive and Bladed Dive when using the Occult Living Death ability override. So you can now once again dive and bladed dive if you have that override active. And that's all the patch notes for this week. Players have been diving into the dig site today. 95% upvote. It has been very positive. Archaeology content is always very popular in RuneScape because it's a very beloved skill. Everyone really embraces archaeology, and for good reason. It was a really good update, I think, as well. I've been enjoying playing through it. And as you might expect, a massive amount of the comments this week are just goodbye and good luck to Mod Stu. Pretty much everyone who has played RuneScape for a longer time period, like 10 plus years, will know Mod Stu. Please, we need artifact storage. I cannot afford another dig site at the moment. Look out for 120 construction, there might be something there for you. A lot of praise for the new dig site though, love the new dig site. I also really like the music, especially inside the temple. I'm intentionally avoiding all the spoilers because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. You should experience it yourself or watch my video tomorrow. But this one's great. I've only had Utu for a day and a half, but if anything happens to him, I would K everyone in this room and then myself. Utu is the best boy. I immediately thought of this when they announced it. Mod Stu leaving though is easily the most popular thing that's been talked about in Reddit today, with a massive almost 500 upvotes, though the discussion has sort of devolved into why is he leaving and conspiracy theories of why he left, or if he's retiring, leaving for a different job. This is all his personal life. If he wants to share it, then I think he would have. Snooping into it, I don't feel like it's any of our business what he decides to do next. All we should do is send him on his way and wish him the best of luck with whatever he decides to do next. And that's the update this week. Do like and subscribe for more RuneScape videos. Tomorrow I will be releasing the full guide and story with voice acting for the new dig site. If you want to immerse yourself in the story with the proper character voices, then do check that video out. Otherwise, I'll catch you later.